Hey world, this is Prophet Tim Carter coming to you live from the streets of Atlanta. And it's time for me to tell the church and the world all that I have seen and all that I have experienced with God. My grandmother, Apostle Eunice Green, she just transitioned this month, in the month of February, the month that we celebrate Black History Month, the month that we celebrate love with Valentine's Day. And so after my grandmother transitioned, God began to speak to me even more intensely, like never before, because I now have my grandmother's mantle as an apostle. And so my heart hurts, my mind hurts, my spirit hurt, my soul hurt, my body hurts, because I loved my grandmother, who was also my mother. And so it's time for me to tell the church and the world what I've seen, what I've experienced with God over the course of 47 years. This is February 2020. This is February 2020. For everyone who's watching this video, this is February 2020. So all of you can also understand what I'm about to share with you. My journey as a prophet started in February of 2001. My journey started in February of 2001 when God spoke to me and said, I, God, will take the body of Christ and people of color higher in the 21st century. And everything that I, God, will do will be seen in the local, national, and global news. That was 19 years ago. So think over the last 19 years, how God has showed up on a local, national, and global scale. Over the last 16 years, since the age of 30, I have traveled the East Coast and the Southeast, showing unconditional love to people. The hungry, the homeless, the sick, those that are newly released from jail and prison, those that are incarcerated in jail and prison, as well as addressing, as well as, excuse me for stumbling, as well as addressing social and world issues, from child abuse to the environment. And in February of 2016, I tried to commit suicide by taking a lot of sleeping pills and painkillers because I was tired. This journey on my life as a prophet, abused by the world and abused by the church, began to take a toll on me. But I woke up in Grady Hospital, prophesizing to the young Black doctor from Morehouse in 2016, in February of 2016. 2 years later, in February of 2018, CBS 46 did a story on me, walking through the streets of Atlanta, praising God in the streets. That 3-minute news segment was picked up by news stations around the country. It's February 2020, and my grandmother, I felt and saw my grandmother's transition. I called my cousin Elaine Carter in Virginia and told her that I was coming home to visit our grandmother. My cousin Elaine Carter called me a week later and she said, Tim, grandmother is dead. What did you see? What did you feel? And so it's February 2020 and it's time for me to tell my whole life story to the church and to the world. And so there is a small team of people in Africa, California, Virginia, New York, here in Georgia, Texas, Florida, and around the country and around the world, helping me to tell this wonderful love story of God to the church and to the world at large. And so I'm sharing this video with everyone around the country and around the world. If you are interested in working with me, in helping me to glorify God, in helping me to show unconditional love, in helping me to address social and world issues, in helping me to do what God has called me to do as a prophet unto the nations, please reach out to me. I went to school for the arts, sciences, entertainment, business, and mass communications. My background ranges from arts education to international affairs, with a passion for social and world issues ranging from child abuse to the environment. God has kept me, people. God has kept me at 47 years of age for this time and age to tell the world what thus saith the Lord and to impact the lives of people around the country and around the world. God has kept me. God has kept me from child abuse to church abuse to police corruption. God has kept me, people. Understand, you are looking at a walking, living, breathing testimony of the goodness of God. God has kept me. I love you guys. Stay tuned. We have a lot of great things in store just for you.